What would you say for them?
No. They would say no, but there's been other movies.
No, they'd laugh at him first.
They'd laugh, of course.
They'd laugh and say, "Are you fucking nuts?"
I just want to also say, like, you could also see white privilege in the little things that we are around us, right? Like movies. So the fact that when they cast movies, right, and they have main parts, like say a big action movie going out, right? They literally have on, like, when the casting happens is not black, like white. Like they literally, like when they're casting movies and everything like that, they know, like, you cannot audition for this movie. And it actually happened for Lenny Kravitz's daughter. You know, Zoe Kravitz. So she's like speaking about stuff like that. And she said for like one of the big action movies, she couldn't even audition for it because it said not black, has to be white. So if you think about it, like a lot of even the movies we see nowadays, these big movies with like all these, you know, superheroes and everything like that. Why did it take so long since in the Marvel universe or DC universe to finally get like a black superhero like Black Panther, as you know, as we call it? It's because they don't get a lot of chances. Or if you think about it, like even like in like, you know, sitcoms or a lot of these shows, it's like exceptions, but like a lot of times these main popular shows, they're casted with like people that are white because the majority of people are white. And it's just because also rating aspects of things, they don't have high ratings because of that. I mean,
that was the controversy that black shows don't get great ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even get awards because the shows that got those awards were in the action movies or Lethal Weapon 17. But listen, if it was the other way around, I mean, I don't think we could use Black Panther because if we have a character called Black Panther, which I would have loved to be in that movie, which they hit me up to be in that movie because of the color of my skin, black privilege, would they cast, what would you say if a white person went up there and said, hey, you know what, I can learn the script, I am fit, and I think I'd be good for the role of Black Panther. What would you say for them?
No. They would say no, but there's been other movies.
No, they'd laugh at him first.
They'd laugh, of course.
They'd laugh and say, "Are you fucking nuts? you white guy want to play Black Panther?"
What about Ghost in the Shell?
Okay, Ghost in the Shell. If you go back to the anime, it wasn't a black character.
Well, not black, but like Asian. Right, like Japanese.
True.
And Scarlett Johansson is the main character.
But I can also argue with that because a lot of the Asian comics, a lot of the Asian heroes, I'm letting my nerdy out. You fucking trapped me, Phil. Now they're gonna know I'm some kind of nerd. But anyway, a lot of the Asian culture, when you watch how they draw their animations or they draw their comics, it's a lot of wide-eyed, blonde hair, kind of stuff like that, because that's what they want to look like. Not all of them, but as they draw what they want to look like, what's appealing to them. Big boobs, crazy curves, which naturally, when you think of Asian women, they don't have. But when they do have it, guess what happens? Everyone goes crazy, right? It's an outlier. But yeah, I mean, Scarlett Johansson was that. It should have been an Asian character. That would have made sense, but would it have sold?
Exactly.
Would it have sold?
I say it doesn't sell overseas.
I'm never asking questions in the shower anymore. I'm not getting any real answers from people.
What do you think about that, Jordan?
About what?
Like the movies we see, the TV shows we see.
So, like, as far as, like, not certain race of people not being allowed to play parts, I feel like in a lot of movies, the people that write them have certain, like, idealistic, you know, what person should play which part and stuff like that. So I feel like when someone of a different race tries to play a different part, they kind of just downplay it.
Let's talk about James Bond. What's the guy's name? Idris
Elba.
Elba, right? He was supposed to be the Black James Bond. That didn't happen yet, did it?
No.
Do you know how many fucking people will be pissed?
It'd be bad.
What? James Bond is black?
It's too much of a risk.
Dude, no. It wouldn't happen. And when was it Donald Glover?
Yeah.
You know, when he talked about being the new Spider-Man?
Yep. Live right now.
They can't trust that much money on a person that's not
white. Most of the smart people.
What?
I just like the way that sounded. That was raw.
What?
They can't trust that much money on a person that's not white.
They can't spend that much money on a blockbuster, like millions of dollars, on someone that's not white. They figure it's not going to sell as well if they have like Donald Glover as opposed to Chris Pratt or something like that. He's gonna sell more just based off of that, and especially overseas in like these other countries, like in Asia and like Europe and stuff like that. Those are like big countries, and they want like a white actor as opposed to like a minority actor that they know. That's why Tom Cruise sells so well.
Right.
He's like a huge actor overseas.
That's true. But black privilege. So, what advantages does a white male have straight from birth over a black male, or a white female has over a black female? Zero.
They don't have anything.
They don't have any goddamn special abilities. Nothing. My stance on any type of privilege, I mean, we could talk about affirmative action. Is that a black privilege thing, or is that like a minority privilege thing? I think it's been raised as a black privilege thing because the black community fills up the majority of the minority race, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Rod, how do you feel about affirmative action? I mean, at a time, yes, it was needed. It was. Like, nobody wanted black people in their schools. So they had to do something. Like, now, I think it's still going on. I think there's still affirmative action. I don't think they got rid of it yet. But do I personally give a fuck about affirmative action? Does it affect me? Yes, it does affect me. The schools I've gone to, it kind of affects me in a negative way. Did they accept me because they needed me, or to hit the quota? We need one more black person. Oh shit, Roderick Grant just applied. Wait, that doesn't sound like a black name. Let's check him out. Yep, he checked the box. It's black. Let's go. Or did they accept me because I'm like worthy enough to be in the school? Right, all the stuff that I did I met the credentials of what they wanted to see. So that kind of f***s me in the head. Like, was I just thrown in there because I needed to be there, or like I don't like that feeling. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to know that I'm the best motherfucking person that you're running into, and that's why you're gonna have me. And you're gonna deny me because I am not the best, and there's someone else there that's more qualified. But that's different. I'm a very competitive individual. I love to compete. If someone's better than me, I want to find out why they're better than me. Like, don't send me away and just say, hey, no, you're not good. Who beat me? Mm-hmm. And why did they beat me? Mm-hmm. So I can go back, get better, come back stronger, and whoop everyone's ass after that.
Perfect.
But that's just me. Mm-hmm. But by me saying that, people are going to be like, well, Rod, all these people that died for you, for your options and your privileges and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, thank you. Thank you to everybody. But I know when I say but, it cancels out everything before that. So thank you to everyone. In conjunction to that, I just know I have to earn. I get what I earn. I get what I put in. Mm-hmm. And if I sit down thinking that this all the white privileges that's going around in this place, I'm never going to make any moves because I'm going to feel like I'm handicapped. Mm-hmm. When I started in the sales business, some of you guys know this story. I started on business-to-business sales doing Verizon, not wireless, Verizon landlines. Not Fios yet. Oh. We weren't that cool yet. And I walked into an office, and it was all white people. You guys know this story. And there was one black guy. He was a halfie. He was a half and half. He was a day walker. All right? And see, black privilege, I can say that. If you said that, you would get mollywop. And every time I came in there, he's singing a song. He's like, Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys, Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys. Remember that song? Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys. And I'm like, oh, shit, this guy's cool. Like, there's at least a half of me here. Like, this job is cool. And then the next day, he was gone. And this guy named Art was like, listen, Rod, if you don't pick it up, it's my second day. If you don't pick it up, you're going to be gone too. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this business? And I was like, oh, I get it. White business owners don't want to trust their telephone lines with black, young, good-looking individuals. And then I was like, this business isn't going to work for me because I think the only other black person was a girl named Randy. And I said, listen, if these business owners don't want a piece of me, if they don't want to trust me with their shit, then they're not my customer. I don't want anything to do with them. I'm going to go there and put my best foot forward. I'm going to give my best and sell them everything I was taught how to sell. And if they say no because of the color of my skin, then great. I'm not about them. And I got out of that. But a lot of people can't get out of that. They're like, oh, everyone's racist. Oh, this territory is only for white people. Yes. If I see a black person that I'm going to sell, in my head, I know that I can go harder on this black person. Because We understand. We already have something in common. So when white people see other people, they're like, okay, we already have something in common. We're both white. This might work out. And then Phil walks in, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Here's something else with white privilege, or maybe it's not black privilege. Black privilege, we can name our kids whatever the fuck we want.
No one's going to say anything.
Am I wrong? Can we not? We could combine 15 different names and create one super name. Fusion was invented way before Dragon Ball Z. Black people made that. But then, what happens when they go and put their name on their resume? So, you're trying to get the opportunity right when you're there. You're not even getting the opportunity past the resume. We see anything with Day in front of it, or Sean after it, or what's another name? What's another cool black name? Isha, anything with the Isha, right? Isha. Give me another black name, my white friend.
Quan, something like that. Could be one.
How many Quans have you ran into?
Like 3.
Like Daquan?
Like resumes?
Traquan?
Yeah.
I've seen like Jay Shaquan or something like that.
Okay, well, you just made that up. But I mean, that's listen, in this podcast, you have every amount of privilege. Okay? Full privilege is on this podcast. You say whatever you want. Okay? No one here is going to hurt you. No one there or there can hurt you. They can hurt you later once they found out your address. What's his address? I'm just joking. He's got so scared the whole fuck.
He started sweating.
Oops. But yeah, you get someone's name on the resume and it's like Marquise Houston. And I don't know if that's a real person. Is that a real person?
Marcus Houston.
Oh, I just changed it to Marquise. Marquise Houston.
Added some extras.
And then they look at the resume and they're like, oh no, he can't work here. No, you got to go find a new job. He can't work here. Now, luckily, my parents named us all normal names.
English names.
Little sister, Stephanie. Second sister, the middle child, Eugenia. Goes by Jeannie. Me, Roderick. Scottish name. Means renowned ruler. Thank you very much. My dad knew what was up. And then when I walk in to the interview, people look at me like this. Hey, I'm Rod. I'm here for my interview. Wait, we're looking for a Roderick. You're Rod, right? Yeah, I don't see your paperwork here. Oh, it's Roderick. Oh, you're Roderick. You. Yes, I made it. I'm here. It's too late now. You got to interview me, right? But I mean, some of the privileges that we have kind of handicap us in the game of life. And this is a game. You got to know how to play the game. But in every game, no one starts the game saying that, hey, I'm handicapped. I can't win this game. They don't play. Some people are like, well, I never asked to play. Then stay out of the game. Be a victim. But I think we've been victimized for so long that that's the only thing that we know, and that handicaps us. And I'm not going to be raised to be a handicap. My parents didn't raise me to be a handicap. They raised me to know that I could do anything that I want to do as long as I know the rules of engagement.